Make money while you sleep. We've all seen promises like this floating around the internet. It's the ultimate fantasy, earning cash in your pajamas, eyes closed, doing absolutely nothing. Spoiler, if it were that easy, wouldn't we all be retired by now? The idea of passive income is intoxicating. Build something once, earn forever, and achieve financial freedom. Sounds perfect, right? Social media feeds are flooded with images of people on tropical beaches, laptop in one hand and a cocktail in the other, bragging about how they quit the 9-to-5 thanks to passive income. Every YouTube guru shouts that you're one digital product away from quitting your job. And honestly, who wouldn't be tempted? It promises freedom, ease, and the thrill of getting paid to do nothing at all. Now, the idea of earning money while you sleep does sound amazing. Who doesn't want that? But here's the truth. Most passive income isn't passive at all. In fact, the way it's often portrayed online is basically a scam, or at least very misleading. So in this video, I'm going to break it all down. What passive income actually looks like versus the fantasy, why most of the stuff you hear is unrealistic or incomplete, and what does work if you're patient and consistent. Let's start by looking at what passive income isn't. When people hear "make money in your sleep," they imagine something like this. You launch a side hustle, slap a product on the internet, go to bed, and wake up to a flood of PayPal notifications. Sounds fantastic, right? Some online gurus make it look as simple as a one-week process. You've seen the flashy claims. Here's how I made $20,000 in a week selling digital planners. Or watch me flip NFTs for passive income. Except what they don't show you are the months or years of work that came first, the failed products, the zero-view videos, the countless revisions, and the burnout behind the scenes. The passive part only comes after a long period of being very, very active. But that part doesn't get clicks, so it conveniently gets skipped in the success story. Let's set the record straight. True passive income is money that keeps coming in after the hard work has been done. It's not magic or an overnight trick, it's basically a delayed reward. You pay up front with time, effort, or money, and you, hopefully, get paid back later over time. Here are a few real examples of passive income done right, and the reality behind them. Long-term investing. Consistently invest a small amount, say $10 a day, into broad index funds or stocks. You won't see big returns at first, but 5, 10, 20 years from now, that compound growth can add up to something significant. It's about as passive as it gets, essentially zero daily maintenance, but it's slow and definitely not flashy. Putting a few bucks away each day isn't sexy, but over decades, it works. Content or products that scale. Create something once that can be sold or viewed by many. For example, write an ebook, build an online course, or make a useful YouTube video. If it gains traction, it can generate income long after you created it. Royalties, ad revenue, sales, etc. Reality check. Making something people actually want takes real work up front. You might spend weeks or months developing a quality product or channel, and most projects don't explode immediately. You might hear crickets at first, but if and when it does take off, it can keep paying you while you sleep. Rental income. Buy a property, rent it out, and cash the checks each month. Simple, right? It's a classic passive income play. You own an asset that pays you regularly. In reality, it's not 100% passive. First, you need a lot of money or credit up front to purchase the property. Then there's maintenance, tenant phone calls about leaky faucets at 3 a.m., property taxes, the works. You can outsource to a property manager, so you're somewhat hands-off. But even then, you're essentially managing the manager. See the pattern? There's no such thing as getting something for nothing. Even the best passive income ideas demand upfront effort, discipline, or investment, often all three, plus a hefty dose of patience. In every case, you're trading effort now for a payoff later. There's truth to the saying, there's no free lunch. Passive income is real, but it's usually postponed income. You do the work first, then reap the rewards down the line. So why does the myth of easy passive income keep spreading if the reality is much harder? Simple, it sells.
The phrase passive income triggers a perfect dopamine rush in our brains. It promises freedom without sacrifice. And if you're exhausted, broke, or burnt out from your 9 to 5, that promise can feel like a lifeline, a spark of hope that maybe you can escape the grind quickly. But chasing that mirage has a cost. The more we chase shortcuts, the longer we delay the real results. It's a bit like trying to skip the gym and still expecting six-pack abs. You can buy all the fancy supplements, wear a compression shirt to fake a fit look, even angle your Instagram selfies just right. But without doing the actual workouts and eating healthy, it all falls apart in reality. In the same way, you can't cheat the process of building real income. Ironically, the time you spend looking for an easy trick could have been spent building something that actually works. All right, if the get-rich-quick hype isn't real, what is? How do people actually end up making money in their sleep? In a nutshell, here's how you build genuine passive income. Start with consistency. Pick something and commit to doing it regularly, even in small bites. For example, create one piece of content every week, or set aside money to invest every paycheck. Consistency beats grand one-time efforts. Build something that can scale. Focus on one project that has scalability. This could be a digital product, a blog, a YouTube channel, an app, a business, anything that isn't strictly tied to trading your hours for dollars. It will grow slowly, but that's okay. And let time do its thing. Time is the secret ingredient that ties it all together. You can't rush the passive part. You have to give it time to snowball. So here's the tough part. Most people quit right before the magic happens. They'll put in a solid 3 months of effort into a new venture, and if they don't see life-changing money by then, they give up. But the ones who do eventually make passive income are the ones who push through that frustrating early phase. They keep going when others would stop. And after a while, they start to see results. Maybe after a year of consistent effort, your blog finally hits a surge in traffic, or your YouTube channel gains momentum and the ad revenue starts rolling in. Suddenly, you wake up one day, check your phone, and see you earned money overnight. That moment does come, not because you found a quick trick, but because you built something real and gave it enough time to grow. So the next time you see someone promise passive income in 30 days with zero effort, remember to ask yourself, is it truly passive or just postponed labor? The truth is, if you want income while you sleep, you have to stay awake long enough to build it. There's no way around that. The good news, if you've watched this far, it means you get it. You're not looking for a cheat code or a shortcut. You're looking to build something sustainable and real. And that mindset puts you miles ahead of the crowd chasing instant gratification. So keep at it. Stay patient, stay consistent. Keep learning and improving your craft. You'll be able to look back and say, wow, remember when I was just dreaming about passive income? Now I'm actually earning it. And you'll know it wasn't a dream or a lucky quick fix. It was because you built it one day at a time.